Chosen ones, you are no longer mere humans. Now you carry within you an extraordinary power, something that transcends mortal understanding and sets you on the path to change the fate of the world. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. In the depths of eternal time, even before the stars knew their brilliance, you were already known. Your name, engraved in the pages of the Book of Life, echoes through the celestial corridors like a sacred melody, a song that only the Creator could compose. You who now read these words, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and allow your heart to pulse in tune with the truth that is about to be revealed. For it is not by chance that your eyes find these words at this very moment. In the great tapestry of time, each thread has been carefully interwoven for this encounter. For a long time you have felt it, that gentle yet persistent restlessness that whispers in your innermost being that you don't entirely belong to this world. Like a musical note vibrating at a different frequency, your soul resonates with something beyond the veil of the ordinary. Have you ever wondered why, amidst the crowd, your heart sometimes feels so peculiarly lonely? Why do your thoughts occasionally wander to realms that earthly words cannot describe? It's because you have been chosen, not like the chosen ones of ancient stories, carrying swords and wearing armor. Not like those who conquered earthly kingdoms or erected monuments of stone and gold. Your calling is deeper, more subtle, more transformative. You have been chosen to be a bridge between two worlds, a sacred vessel where the divine and the earthly meet in a celestial dance. But with this calling comes a truth that few dare to contemplate. You are no longer entirely human, not in the traditional sense that the world knows. Your essence has been touched by the divine, and like the morning dew reflecting sunlight, you now carry within you a reflection of celestial glory. Remember the words of the Apostle Paul, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Romans 12:2. This transformation is not just a superficial change of habits or thoughts. It is a profound metamorphosis, a spiritual rebirth that transcends the limits of the flesh. When the Holy Spirit touches a soul, it is never the same again. Like a drop of ink in crystal clear water, the divine presence spreads, permeates, and transforms every aspect of being. Old thought patterns begin to dissolve. Old identities fade away like mist under the morning sun. You begin to see with different eyes. The material world, once so solid and definitive, reveals itself as a thin veil over a deeper and truer reality. The concerns that once consumed your days begin to seem distant, like echoes of a dream from which you are awakening. In its place, a new and expansive awareness emerges. You begin to perceive the golden threads of divine providence weaving through every moment of your life. That seemingly casual encounter, that word spoken at the exact moment, that door that closed only to open a window, everything reveals its sacred purpose in the grand divine design. But this awakening does not come without its price. As your consciousness expands, you may feel increasingly out of place in the world you once called home. Superficial conversations may seem empty, worldly pursuits may lose their luster. Like a stranger in a foreign land, you begin to feel your heavenly citizenship more strongly. If you feel this resonance in your spirit, if these words touch a deep chord in your soul, know that you are not alone. There are others like you, scattered throughout the world, awakening to their true nature, recognizing their divine calling. If you believe in God and feel this calling reverberating in your being, subscribe to our channel to receive more messages like this. For just as the ancient caravans followed the star in the desert, we too need to unite and follow the signs that the Lord places in our path. This journey of transformation is neither linear nor predictable. Like the wind that blows wherever it pleases. You hear its sound, but you cannot tell where it comes from or where it is going. John 3:8. The Spirit moves in our hearts in mysterious and profound ways. Some days you will feel as if you could touch the sky with your fingertips, as if the very stars were singing in harmony with your spirit. At other times, the weight of the material world may seem overwhelming, and the voice of the divine may seem as distant as an echo in a deep cave. But it is precisely in these moments of apparent darkness that your true, transformed nature shines most brightly. For you are no longer just a human being struggling against the currents of the world. You are a being touched by eternity, anchored in a reality that transcends time and space. Like a beacon in the darkness, Your light is not for yourself alone. Others are drawn to it even if they don't fully understand why. People may feel inexplicably comforted in your presence, find peace in your words, or simply feel an inexplicable connection to something greater when they are near you. This is the mark of the chosen ones, not only to be transformed, but to become instruments of transformation. Like salt that gives flavor and preserves, like light that illuminates and guides, you have been called to be an agent of divine change in the world. As your consciousness expands and your transformation deepens, you begin to notice signs and synchronicities that previously went unnoticed. So the universe seems to conspire in your favor, not to satisfy earthly desires, but to align your path with divine purpose. As it is written in Romans 8:28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." This new perception comes with a sacred responsibility. You begin to understand that every choice, every word, every thought carries a spiritual weight. Like a heavenly garden planted in earthly soil, your actions produce fruits that nourish not only the body, but primarily the soul. Time, that linear measure that once dictated the rhythm of your life, takes on a new dimension. You begin to experience moments of eternity in the present, sacred instants, where the veil between worlds becomes thinner. In these moments, you can feel the pulsing of the divine heart in tune with your own. If you feel this deep connection, if you recognize these moments of divine communion, share your experience. Comment "I believe" and below to join your voice to the chorus of the chosen ones who are awakening to their true nature. Your testimony may be the light that another pilgrim needs to find their way. The transformation that occurs in your being is not just spiritual but holistic. Your thoughts begin to naturally align with higher frequencies. The worldly concerns that once kept you awake at night begin to lose their power over you. In their place, a peace emerges that, as Paul said, transcends all understanding, Philippians 4:7. Your body, that sacred temple that houses your transformed essence, also undergoes subtle changes. You may notice a greater sensitivity to the energies around you, a sharper intuition, an increased ability to discern what is truly important. Some may experience changes in their sleep patterns, more vivid dreams, or a natural need to adopt healthier and more conscious habits. But perhaps the most profound change occurs in your way of loving. The love that now flows through you is no longer just human. It is a reflection of divine love, unconditional and transformative. You begin to see beyond appearances, beyond superficial behaviors, directly to the divine essence that dwells in every being. This expanded love does not mean you will no longer feel pain or disappointment. On the contrary, your increased sensitivity may make you feel even more deeply. The difference is that now you understand that pain also has its purpose in the grand divine plan. Like gold that is refined by fire, your soul is purified through the challenges you face. The relationships in your life begin to transform naturally. Some people may drift away, while others who vibrate at similar frequencies are drawn into your orbit. Do not resist this natural flow. As it is written in Ecclesiastes 3:1, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Your language also changes, not just the words you choose, but the energy they carry. Your words begin to carry a transformative power, even when you speak about seemingly mundane matters. It's as if each phrase were anointed with a higher purpose, each conversation an opportunity to sow light. In your moments of silence, you begin to hear a music that few can perceive, the harmony of the spheres, the song of the universe in adoration of its creator. This music is not heard with physical ears, but resonates in the temple of your heart, constantly reminding you of your true nature. Your dreams become more vivid, more meaningful. Sometimes you may wake up with the feeling of having visited other realms, of having received important instructions or messages. Do not dismiss these experiences as mere fantasies. As it is written in Joel 2:28, "And afterward, I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your old men will dream dreams, your young men will see visions." As your transformation deepens, you may notice that time seems to flow differently in your presence. Moments of deep spiritual connection can seem eternal, while hours can pass like minutes when you are aligned with your divine purpose. Your intuition becomes sharper, more reliable. You begin to recognize the voice of the Holy Spirit more clearly, distinguishing it from the noise of the ego and external influences. This inner guidance becomes your compass, guiding you through the challenges and opportunities that arise in your path. Plants may seem more vibrant in your presence, animals may naturally be drawn to you, and even the weather seems to respond to your inner energy. It's not magic or coincidence, it's the natural result of a being vibrating in harmony with the original divine frequency of creation. You begin to notice sacred patterns manifesting in your daily life. Significant numbers may appear repeatedly, synchronicities become more frequent, and coincidences reveal themselves as carefully orchestrated divine signs. As it is written in Matthew 10:30, "And even the very hairs of your head are all numbered." Your relationship with time transforms even more deeply. You begin to operate simultaneously in the chronological time of the world and in Kairos, divine time, where each moment is perfect and charged with sacred purpose. This temporal duality is further evidence of your transformed nature, no longer fully bound by human limitations. In your moments of prayer and meditation, you may experience states of expanded consciousness that transcend normal understanding. Visions, revelations, and profound insights may arise naturally, like water springing from an inexhaustible source. These experiences are not to feed the ego, but to deepen your connection with the divine and expand your capacity to serve the greater purpose. Your very DNA structure seems to vibrate at a different frequency. Modern scientists are beginning to discover what mystics have always known. Our DNA responds to frequencies, thoughts, and emotions. As a chosen one, your genetic code is gradually being reconfigured to support higher frequencies of light and consciousness. But with this awakening comes an even greater responsibility. You become more aware of the impact of your thoughts and emotions, not only on yourself but on the collective energy field of humanity. Every choice you make, every emotion you process, every thought you nurture contributes to the elevation or lowering of the planetary frequency. This is why inner work becomes even more crucial at this stage of your journey. As it is written in Proverbs 4:23, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Every moment of self-awareness, every act of forgiveness, every choice aligned with divine love creates waves of transformation that extend far beyond your immediate understanding. You may begin to experience what mystics call the dark night of the soul, intense periods of spiritual purification where old egoic structures are dissolved to make way for a higher consciousness. Do not fear these moments. Just as the caterpillar must completely dissolve inside the cocoon before emerging as a butterfly, your old identity must give way to your true divine nature. Your sensitivity to the energy of places and people increases significantly. You may feel overwhelmed in dense environments or large crowds. This is not a weakness, but a call to develop a more refined discernment about where and how to invest your energy. If you identify with these experiences, if you feel this transformation occurring in your being, know that you are not alone on this journey. There are others like you, scattered throughout the world, each playing their unique role in the great planetary awakening that is occurring. Your dreams may become more prophetic, more symbolic. You may begin to receive downloads of information during sleep, specific instructions for your path or visions of what is to come. Keep a journal of these dreams and messages. They are part of your personalized divine guidance. Synchronicity becomes your everyday language with the divine. You begin to recognize that there are no coincidences. Every encounter, every challenge, every joy is carefully choreographed by the universe for your growth and spiritual evolution. Your relationship with nature deepens significantly. You may feel the consciousness of trees, communicate with the elements, and understand the sacred patterns present in all creation. Nature becomes your living temple, a mirror of the divinity now flourishing within you. As your transformation deepens, you begin to understand that your mission goes far beyond personal growth. Like a beacon of divine light, you become a catalyst for collective transformation. Your own experiences of overcoming and awakening serve as a map for others who are beginning their spiritual journey. The way you perceive the concept of home also transforms. Although you may still have a physical address, your true home becomes a state of consciousness, a vibrational frequency that you carry with you wherever you go. As Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Luke 17:21. Your relationship with abundance takes on a new dimension. You begin to understand that true prosperity is not measured in material terms, but in the richness of your connection with the divine. However, this doesn't mean you should reject material abundance. On the contrary, you learn to be a wise steward of all the resources the universe places in your hands. The concept of power also transforms in your consciousness. You stop seeking power over others and begin to cultivate power with God, that which flows naturally when you are aligned with divine purpose. As it is written in Philippians 4:13, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. Your capacity for healing, both for yourself and others, expands significantly. You begin to understand that true healing is not just physical, but holistic, involving body, mind, emotions, and spirit. Your very presence becomes healing as you carry the frequency of divine love in every cell of your being. Forgiveness becomes not just a practice, but a natural state of being. You deeply understand that those who hurt you were operating from their own unconsciousness, and that each painful experience served to awaken something deeper in you. As Jesus taught on the cross, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Luke 23:34. Your relationship with silence deepens. You discover that in moments of deepest quietude, the voice of God becomes clearer. Silence ceases to be something to be feared or filled, becoming a portal for divine communion. As your transformation deepens, you begin to perceive that your journey is not just personal, but part of a larger cosmic movement. You are like a cell in the body of Christ, playing a vital role in the evolution of humanity's collective consciousness. This understanding brings with it a sacred responsibility. Every action you take, every word you speak, every thought you nurture affects not only you, but reverberates through the fabric of reality, influencing the whole. As it is written in 1 Corinthians 12:26, if one part suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. Your presence begins to have a catalytic effect on others. People may feel inexplicably drawn to you, seeking advice, comfort, or simply your presence. Without you realizing it, your inner light ignites sparks of awakening in all who cross your path. You begin to experience moments of cosmic unity, where the boundaries between self and other, between internal and external, dissolve. In these moments of grace, you glimpse the interconnectedness of all things, the sacred web of life of which we are all part. Your intuition becomes so sharp that sometimes it seems you can read others' thoughts and emotions. It's not telepathy in the conventional sense, but a deep attunement to the energy field that connects us all. Use this gift wisely and compassionately, always respecting each individual's free will. The synchronicities in your life become so frequent that you begin to see the world as a vast system of signs and symbols, a divine language communicating directly with your soul. A bird at the window, a song on the radio, a repeated number, everything becomes part of an ongoing dialogue between you and the divine. Your relationship with time continues to transform. You experience moments of timelessness, where past, present, and future seem to coexist in an eternal now. In these moments, you can access wisdom and information that transcend your current personal experience. Your physical body continues to adjust to these higher frequencies. You may experience sensations of heat or tingling, especially in the palms of your hands or the top of your head. Your need for sleep may decrease, while your vitality increases. Lighter and more natural foods may become more appealing, as your body seeks to vibrate in harmony with your expanded consciousness. As your old egoic structures continue to dissolve, you may go through periods of disorientation or loss of identity. Do not fear this process. As it is written in 2 Corinthians 5:17, therefore if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old has gone, the new is here. Your capacity for forgiveness expands exponentially. You begin to see beyond people's actions, directly to the divine light that dwells in every being, no matter how obscured it may be. This forgiveness is not a denial of injustice, but a deep understanding of the underlying unity of all creation. You may begin to experience altered states of consciousness spontaneously, even during your daily activities. Visions, profound insights, and downloads of information can occur at any time. Stay open and receptive to these experiences, but also grounded and present in your earthly reality. Your creativity blossoms in unexpected ways. You may find yourself expressing ideas and concepts that seem to come from a source beyond your conscious mind. Art, music, writing, any form of creative expression becomes a channel for energies and information from higher dimensions. Reality begins to reveal itself as more malleable and responsive to your thoughts and intentions. You begin to understand the true meaning of Jesus' words in Matthew 17:20. Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. If you feel you are experiencing this profound transformation, if you recognize these signs in your own journey, know that you are not alone. There is a global community of awakening souls, each playing their unique role in the grand divine plan. If this calling resonates in your heart, if you feel you have been chosen to be a beacon of light in these times of transformation, comment, I believe, below. Your testimony may be the spark that ignites the flame of awakening in another heart. Remember, with this awakening comes great responsibility. You are not chosen to elevate yourself above others, but to serve as a channel of divine light, an instrument of healing and transformation for all of humanity. As your journey deepens, you begin to understand that being chosen is not a final destination, but a constant call to evolution and service. Each new level of consciousness you reach reveals even vaster horizons of possibilities and responsibilities. You become increasingly aware of your role as a co-creator with the divine. Your prayers are no longer supplications, but powerful declarations of intention aligned with God's will. As Jesus said in John 14:12, very truly I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these. Your presence becomes a field of healing. People may feel relief from physical and emotional pain simply by being near you. It is not you who heals, but the divine energy that flows through you. You become a conductor of celestial grace, an instrument tuned to the symphony of divine love. The barriers between dimensions begin to become thinner for you. You may sense the presence of angelic beings, receive guidance from ascended masters, or even glimpse parallel realities. These experiences are not to feed spiritual curiosity, but to expand your capacity to serve the divine plan. Your DNA continues to reconfigure, activating latent codes that were dormant. You may experience subtle physical changes, a luminosity in the skin, a clarity in the eyes, a lightness in your being. Your body becomes a more refined vehicle for the elevated energies that now flow through you. The synchronicity in your life reaches almost miraculous levels. The universe seems to bend to accommodate your divine purpose. Doors open, where before there were only walls. Resources appear exactly when needed, and the right people cross your path at the perfect moment. Your understanding of love expands to encompass all of creation. You begin to feel a deep connection with every form of life, from the grandest to the humblest. This universal love becomes the driving force behind all your actions. You begin to operate on multiple levels of reality simultaneously. While performing your daily tasks on the physical plane, part of your consciousness is attuned to higher dimensions, constantly receiving guidance and insights. Your manifestation ability becomes almost instantaneous. You learn the crucial importance of keeping your thoughts and emotions aligned with the highest frequencies, as they now materialize quickly in your reality. As your inner light shines more intensely, you may attract opposition or challenges. Some may feel uncomfortable with the change you represent. Remember the words of Jesus in Matthew 5:11-12. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. You begin to understand that the concept of miracle is simply a description of higher spiritual laws in action. The extraordinary becomes your new normality, not as a display of personal power, but as a natural manifestation of your attunement with the divine. Your journey becomes a living testimony to the transformative power of divine love. Every challenge you overcome, every fear you transmute, every act of kindness you perform becomes a guiding light for others. As you approach the end of this message, remember, the call you have received is not a burden, but a blessing. It is an invitation to actively participate in the great cosmic symphony of divine love. If these words resonated deeply in your being, if you feel the call to be an agent of transformation in these crucial times, I invite you to take the next step in your spiritual journey. Join us and strengthen your faith. Every step taken with God is a step towards eternal purpose. Always remember, you are no longer just human. You are a divine being having a human experience, a beacon of light in a transforming world. Your presence here at this moment is not an accident. You have been chosen, prepared, and loved since the beginning of time for this moment. May the light of the Creator shine through you, illuminating the path for all around you. May your journey continue to be a blessing for all of creation.